They say robbing banks is hard work. That's a lie. Robbing banks is easy. The hard part is doing it without killing.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out The Harder They Fall. And this 2021 film was directed by James Samuel and stars Jonathan Majors, Zazie Beetz, Idris Elba, and others. The story of this one is about this cowboy, and his parents was killed by this other cowboy who is just being released from prison. So he has to form a gang and then, go get some revenge. In addition, there is a big emphasis on the bad guy and him forming a gang and also taking over this town as well. So it's kind of these two stories mixed together. What will happen exactly? You'll have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so what works with this movie? Well, I gotta say, I loved the characters. They were just so interesting and unique and colorful. I absolutely loved it. And they're all played by excellent actors as well. And I just wanted to see what they were doing. I could just follow them around town and watch them. And yeah, they were just very unique. My favorite character, I think her character's name is Khufu or something. And she has these bulging eyes. And I thought that was just so interesting. And she's so feisty as well. And so yeah, all the character work, I gotta say, is phenomenal in this one. Another thing that I loved was their use of gold in this movie. If you've ever played a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, you can customize your weapons with a bit of gold or whatever, and they do the same in this one. So you might have a gold barrel on your gun or a gold trigger or whatever. There's a character with two full gold guns. Someone has gold bullet casings for their bullets. And it's just so interesting about how everyone has a piece of gold. It's just where they've kind of incorporated it into their character. I thought that was just so interesting. Every time you see some gold on the screen, your eyes go right to it. And definitely, I don't know, it adds something more to this movie that's really fantastic. So watch out for the gold.
So I'm lightning with the blam blams. Admit it.
You could be. But I hear say there's a quick draw. More lightning than you.
In addition, I gotta say, it has a very good score. I actually thought there was one point where the music was talking to the audience, and that was pretty cool. It did kind of throw me off whether I was is this a song or is this someone speaking off camera? But in general, yeah, the music is fantastic. I thought the set was really cool, this little town in the desert. That was really cool, very colorful as well. And it has this interesting juxtaposition between the church and kind of the hotel and brothel, I guess. And so that was very interesting. What else? Oh, these Western movies, it's all about the hats. And they have great hats in this one. Everyone has the most appropriate hat for their character. I love the hats so much in this one. Yeah, so definitely you can enjoy it in a variety of different ways, but yeah, definitely lots of stuff here that works very well for a Western movie. And that brings me to what doesn't work about this movie. Well, I gotta say, it is too long. It's over 2 hours. I think it's 2 hours and 10 minutes or something. And that's just too long. I found myself fast forwarding through some kind of slower parts. I know Netflix, they're experimenting with this long form format of movies, where everything is kind of over 2 hours. Army of Thieves and Army of the Dead or whatever is also over 2 hours. And for me, at some points, I just fast forward through it. It's fine, but it just, it felt long. It made it really feel long, with these kind of slower parts that really drag down the movie. In addition, I know the story sounds simple, but there's lots of unclear things in it, mostly to do with the relationships between all the different people. It was kind of hard to keep track of how they hurt each other or what the relationship is. Even things they don't tell you. You know that these two people have a past, but they never tell you what that past is. You never even find out why his parents were killed, why the main character's parents were killed in the beginning. And so lots of unclear things that made me just turn my brain off and have to go with the flow. And lastly, with all Netflix shows, I find that they are always poorly sound adjusted. So there's always way too much sound on the music and then way too little sound on the dialogue. And so that could definitely be fixed, but as it stands, you know, I'm always flipping up the volume or flipping it down, so there is that. So who would I recommend this movie for? Well, I would say any fans of Westerns could definitely check it out. If you want to see kind of like this stylized Western, definitely check it out as well. Just remember, it's okay to fast forward through the slow parts. As for a rating, I'm going to give it the okay score of 4. And having said that, I think that's all I wanted to say. So leave us a comment and I will see you next time.